Let's address the negative policies associated with IMF interventions in Africa. IMF programs often require borrowing countries to implement austerity measures such as cutting public spending, reducing subsidies, and increasing taxes. These measures can have severe social consequences in Africa, where many people rely heavily on public services and subsidies for essential needs like healthcare, education, and food security. Austerity can exacerbate poverty and inequality by reducing access to vital services, particularly affecting vulnerable populations. Historically, IMF and World Bank structural adjustment programs demand severe reforms in borrowing countries. These reforms typically emphasize liberalization of markets, privatization of state-owned enterprises, deregulation, and trade liberalization. Structural adjustment programs often lead to job losses, increased unemployment, and weakened local industries in Africa. They also prioritize repayment of debts over long-term economic development and sustainability. Debt overhang resulting from dependency on IMF lending. Even when debt relief measures are implemented, the IMF policies may demand countries to continue borrowing to finance short-term budget deficits or external shocks. This can lead to a situation where countries become trapped in a cycle of borrowing and debt repayment, diverting resources away from essential social investments and infrastructure development. IMF programs impose strict conditionalities on borrowing countries, which infringe upon national sovereignty. The conditions often dictate economic policies that may not align with the long-term development goals or priorities of African countries. This can limit governments' ability to pursue policies that are tailored to their specific economic and social contexts. IMF policies sometimes prioritize quick fixes and external consultants over building local institutional capacity. This can undermine the development of strong governance structures and local expertise needed for sustainable economic management and development in African countries.